I'm Marnie, and I've been obsessed with documentaries.
And I'm Chrissy. I haven't, but I'm giving it a go.
We watch so you don't have to. Or maybe you do, and just want a completely fact-free synopsis.
Expect spoilers and tangents.
Because we're not here to educate.
We trade accuracy for entertainment every time.
This is the Gist Project. Hey, Moon.
Hey.
So we're back to talk about our favorite series.
Yeah, this has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's working out. And this one is about skincare queen and the Hitman?
Yep.
Yes. So this is about an esthetician with a grudge.
Yeah.
I mean, to say the least. And usually we're at the mercy when we're laying on a table,
Yes.
right? Like whether you're front faced up or down. So tell me, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done on one of those tables?
Well, I don't do a lot of weird things. You know that.
Well,
yeah. But I'll
weird
tell you.
For you.
Okay, I'll tell you about my dad. One spot. Let me finish.
Okay.
Bought my mom, my sister, and I gift cards to Glacial Waters Spa in Grandview Lodge.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Like the first real spa I've ever been to, mom and sister included. So great gift, Dad. So
good job.
We
Jim.
get there, we're like, do you keep your underwear on? What are you doing, right?
Yeah.
So you are naked. You can steam shower. You can use all their Aveda products. You can do the thing. So we're in our robes. And then you fill out a form, like what's bothering you? What's the pressure you'd like to have in your massage? Because we're each getting a hot stone massage.
Ooh.
And so I get called back. Of course, I have the only man.
Naturally. And wait, how old are you?
16, 17.
Okay.
I'm not very old.
Okay.
Maybe 18. I mean, so I'm young. And I get to go back. And then Mom and Katie are called. And we each got what we thought was the same treatment. But when we were talking later, like my mom and Katie were like, wasn't that glorious what he did when he wrapped your feet? And I was like, wait, what? And they both had like a really nice foot massage and then the hot towels and then something placed over that. And like the dude totally skipped that for me.
Really?
Yes. And then it was like, God, they got other things like a hand massage and like he pulled out each finger. And I was like, nope, didn't get that. I mean, like I got stones on my back.
Right.
But it turns out like they got this great experience. And
by women.
Yes. And I get the dude.
The dude who
skips
forgot.
the feet. Oh, and I think they got a scalp massage.
What?
Which is my favorite.
Yeah, you really lost out.
Yes, I did. But it was enjoyable. Honestly, from what I knew, because remember, this is my very first spa ever.
Right.
In a nice environment. They had tea. So, and I took full advantage of the Aveda. But,
sure.
But then after hearing about their experience, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. I mean, it does. First of all, I'm horrified for you. How dare they? How dare that man?
May I just say, for Grandview Glacial Water Spa goers, it is still 100% worth it to
you
go.
Just went there not too long ago and loved it.
To go there.
Right?
I love to go there.
So this experience didn't.
And my mom got me a gift card actually for Christmas. So we're going to go again at some point. So that is nothing against the spa because I do not want to blacklist them.
It was just one bad egg.
Audience.
It was just one bad egg who maybe, and we have to remember like estheticians, doctors, like people who are in a room doing a thing for you also have their own lives and are probably thinking about other things.
Yeah.
Like we go in here with the expectation that we're going to get this service. And to a degree, people do have to perform a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like they probably want to check their phone and see what's for dinner.
I know. I always feel a little bit guilty for being like, this feels really good. Are you sure? Are you sure you have the time to do this?
Even though I paid for this,
this
is a transaction.
Is this extra? This scalp massage? I know it's not, but
right.
Gosh, this is so enjoyable. And then I can't help but thinking, oh no, it's going to end. So I do have to tell myself, you got to be present right now. Enjoy this part right now.
Well, and we've talked about this. I speak incessantly during facials, like to the point where we get nothing done.
Yeah.
Or we we have a great time, but
Yes.
I'm like, no, don't rub me. Just talk to me.
Yeah.
And you're deep in creative thought.
I'm trying.
Right?
Yeah.
That's your quiet space.
Yeah. Well, and I'm trying to guess the song.
Is that a rap song?
Yeah, that's the instrumental version of Bye Bye Bye. Yep, that's it for sure. Yeah.
Sync. That's a great story, Moon. And it also, so a couple observations. First of all, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So you would have just loved that for everything, but then you heard that they had all these things and it was like, what? Yeah. All of a sudden now yours went down a notch. Yeah. That's too bad. Yeah. But also good forethought on behalf of your dad that, for 3 women in his life, that was a very nice gift.
For years, that's what he would do. And it was like appreciated all the time because that was a good gift.
Yeah. Go get rubbed, ladies. Yeah. I shan't do it.
What about your table experience?
Gosh. The weirdest thing? Well, I think it's just weird that I can't relax. And that's not an indictment of anybody who's doing anything to me on a table.
And why can't you? Because are you thinking about, I'd hate to do this to somebody else?
That's a good question. No, I just can't help myself.
Because that's part of my thought process.
Really?
Yes, I don't want to give a massage. So then I always feel bad for the person who's
having to do the massage.
Yeah.
Well, it's why I don't want them from, like
I know.
present company, perhaps, where
yeah.
Like it's like
might lead to something else.
Correct. Yeah. No, thank you. I will live with this knot. Although there was one knot I had in between a shoulder blade that Jeff really had to work out. It was an angry knot, like to the point where the kids even came in because they were like, what are you guys doing in here? Like partly horrified and curious. So then everybody was laughing at me because I was making such odd noises. Yeah. There's my story. So it wasn't a table, it was my own bed. And it was with Jeff and I'm making awkward guttural animal noises because there's a knot in my back and my children are witnessing it as I'm like, I mean, my back was exposed but boobs splayed out to the side, probably,
your personal massager was not involved.
No, that was in a drawer. Yeah. That was in a drawer. That hails back to American Apparel.
Exactly. All the way.
Way to bring it. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Skincare Queen and the Hitman is in The Curious Case on HBO.
Yeah.
And I teed it up lightly, but give it to us, Moon. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is really about a Hollywood skincare to the stars. Hired a hitman to take out another skincare competitor. Like that's how they tell us the episode.
I mean, seems normal.
What I really, really like about this series is like, oh, okay. It's like she did hire the hitman. Or she didn't, or I mean but it's more complex than that.
It sure is. Yeah.
So I'll say this is about Don DeLuise. Now,
kind of.
Did you know this name?
No, I didn't.
I swear I've heard it.
Really?
Yeah, I should Google it. I think it's like in song lyrics or something.
Okay.
Or maybe it is like the skincare. Maybe she had her own skincare line. But I think this was a familiar name to me.
I mean, I don't mean to jump to the very, 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 very end, but that woman was dumpster diving. Okay. I just picture the person who's dumpster diving doesn't have her own skincare line.
Not anymore.
No.
Gosh, I'm going to Google it.
Okay. It's in a song lyric. I got to find out how.
But she was an esthetician to Brad Pitt, Meg Ryan, Christian Slater.
Do we know this for sure?
This is what she says.
Okay.
So no, I mean, no.
Okay. There's our little first asterisk star.
Yeah. But this is her. She's got a business.
She does. So what I liked about this is that they run through the cast of characters pretty well.
Yeah.
We've got Edward or Eddie, and I think he was one of the first featured people. And I gotta say, in the beginning, because there's 2 episodes, so for those of you listening and can't wait to tune in, this is 2 42-minute episodes. So strap in. Eddie was quite charming in the first one.
I thought so too.
I mean, he introduced his camel and he named it Toe. Because camel toe. I mean, and he had some great one-liners. So Eddie's introduced to us early.
Yes.
We also have Nick, who isn't necessarily featured, but he's
No.
kind of like alluded to.
Yep.
We've got Chris, the former NFL star. We've got Gabrielle,
Yep.
Gabriel,
Yep.
Gabriel, Gabriel, who is the competitor you
Other
mentioned.
salon guy.
We've got some attorneys who get involved.
Yeah.
And then Carrie. Am I missing anyone?
No, but let me just pause.
Okay.
And say I sure do enjoy our expert on the show, Beth.
I do too.
So she's featured in every show.
Yeah.
And the more we watch, the more I'm like, oh, what's Beth going to tell us? I do look at her as the expertise. But
I wonder if she's an attorney.
Yeah, she's a something.
It said expert by her name.
It does.
So I'm just going to go with it.
I'm going to say expert attorney, but in this case, she also had a face care routine.
She did.
That she's been doing since her 20s, she says, and her face does look really nice.
What would you think Beth's age is?
60. 62?
Yeah. Let's go with that. Somewhere between 58 and 62.
Yeah.
And she looks early 50s.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you know that she's older than she looks.
Yes.
But not in that creepy, plasticky.
No, that was the other thing. Like,
way.
She had very nice, smooth skin, but not like, yeah, not
like
too
contorted.
Crazy. Maybe she's had injections, but not to a degree that is
in a tasteful way.
Yeah,
we'll say. So Beth brings us along, and essentially, so we've got Dawn DeLuise who thinks Gabriel's out to get her.
Yes.
Right?
Gabriel is a salon owner. Now, they could have just lived peacefully in the same complex. He caters more to waxing.
Right.
Specifically waxing men.
Butts.
Cracks.
Smooth cheeks.
Smooth cheeks is the name. And yeah, and he said his clientele is a lot of guys. Now, he'll do facials.
Sure.
But again, it didn't seem like he was stealing her business.
All accounts point to this being very misguided energy and anger.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. And what's interesting is that no one's really credible in this story.
That's where I found, yeah, I agree with you. That's where I'm like, okay, so you're going to hear somebody with a clear story, and then there's really not, except for maybe Gabriel.
Exactly. I mean, and maybe Chris. Those are the two losers in this scenario.
Yes.
So Dawn DeLuise hooks up with Nick and Eddie, and they're buddies.
Yeah, they befriend her.
Right. And she's on a crusade for reasons they explain throughout the documentary, that she thinks Gabriel's out to steal her clients.
Yes.
And she keys his car, right?
Well, Eddie admitted he did once.
True. They did it once, but I think she did it the other time. Gabriel's, didn't she admit it?
Yep.
Because it was keyed twice.
Yeah, twice.
And there were some other things, some other lengths that she admitted to going because of this man, because of this perceived infringement on her business.
What she did not do was make posters of herself, obviously, but there were lewd posters that were strewn by their businesses.
Yeah.
And it was really graphic with Dawn's face, photoshopped. And then didn't she get like
text messages,
people banging on her door because they gave her address and phone number, and
that's disgusting.
Yeah, I think she said she made 16 police reports, or there was harassment happening to Dawn.
Yes.
And then it just wasn't Gabriel doing it.
No. In fact, I think we can cut to our antagonists here on that.
Yeah.
Where it was in episode 2, Eddie admits to it.
Yeah.
They did it. So what wasn't clear though, and I'm still questioning, because both attorneys, I liked both of the attorneys, by the way. I thought both of them were good, and they both seemed to have a lot of conviction. Come on, Mishy. They had a lot of conviction regarding each of their respective clients. Now, what wasn't uncovered was, did Dawn set these? Did she ask Eddie and Nick to make them? Or did they do it to gaslight her?
I think my sense was before we knew Eddie and Nick did it, I thought she is bonkers because she's
Totally.
creating this out of whatever. She wants this Gabriel out.
Yes.
But then when you find out she's not doing it, I almost feel like they went and did that on their own.
Yeah, because we find out that Eddie, for as charming as he is in the beginning and as funny as his one-liners are, he turns out to be kind of a piece of shit.
A nasty bitch.
Yeah. Like he was just, he cut her down and many others in ways that, and then he was kind of nonplussed by his behavior, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, you know, that's kind of what she gets.
Well, they do talk about Eddie's current neighbor who has cancer.
Horrible.
And he was an ass to her, like, I'm not sad you have cancer. Whatever he said, it was really bad.
Yeah, you deserve the cancer that you have.
Okay, that's childish.
I mean,
so he has problems.
He does. Yeah. He does have problems, but for a long time, Dawn was not clear where these posters were being made. She thought it was Gabriel.
Yep.
I would also be curious how much are like Eddie and Nick goading on this behavior and perhaps spinning this yarn to like get her whipped up, because it seems they feed off of that kind of frenzied, frantic behavior.
Well, right. So they have like, I think they said 6,000 text messages or something. Okay, so those are texts, and there's nothing terribly incriminating to Eddie and Nick.
Or to her, really. I mean, she was ousted for inappropriate comments, like some things that, and I got to hand it to the juror who herself was African American. And she's like, yeah, she said some things that are like completely wrong, but that doesn't make her a murderer or somebody who's hiring. And so to be able to have, like, to hear those hateful comments and to be able to turn the other cheek, her attorney as well, like the people involved in this thing, all of the people who were presiding over this thing, I thought handled it really, really well. Yeah. It's like all of the people who were the subject of it were kind of questionable.
Yes. I mean, even the people, didn't Dawn's witnesses, weren't they all saying, no, Dawn is lying?
Yes. Even her own friends, because they said that she would call them and coach them on what to say.
I need you to say this for me.
Yeah. But what's weird is that there weren't, like you said about the text messages, nowhere in the documentary did they bring up the fact that she said something very direct. Like you'd think they would have said, oh yeah, this isn't a text message, lie this way. Or, I mean, there were some comments that could be deemed as directive in terms of, let's kill Gabriel, but it was take him out, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, the other thing the juror said was, I mean, we've all said things that we don't necessarily mean.
What if they had been talking, Chris and Nick,
right,
in like real time, and we're like, oh yeah, you should take him out, and they're having a kind of a wine date, right? And then later she's like, oh, I found someone to take him out.
Yes.
I mean, it could totally be anything like that.
I mean, the beauty of text messages is that it captures everything. The bane of it is that we miss the context, we miss the feeling, we miss the everything surrounding it. It's just like these words in a spot of time, which can be valuable, but oftentimes can be very damaging, as we sometimes experience in our own personal lives. What's interesting is she ends up serving time.
Yes.
She goes to jail.
Yes.
What were her charges?
I did write this down, so let me find it.
Okay. I'll make music while you do it.
That's a great idea. I know she went.
She did. I don't remember what it was either.
Yeah. But while she was in, this is what I did find a little funny.
Okay.
She still had her orange jumpsuit.
I guess she kept
it. And her exercise band that she made out of bra straps.
I loved that.
And she was showing us what she was doing, her exercise routine.
To stay active.
I mean, in prison or jail.
Ingenuity at its finest, I guess. I pictured the jumpsuit to be more of a hot pink. You saw orange?
Well, no, it was hot pink, I guess.
Okay.
So maybe she had that. Maybe she had that special made.
Exactly, like L
Yeah.
in the JD program. So
Yes. I did say she spent a year in jail, and I did not write for what. So
well, it's not the first time we've let our audience down.
no.
And if they were looking for the cold hard facts,
Watch this
exactly.
documentary.
Watch it
Yeah.
and don't listen to us.
No, Google something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we don't. One thing also about the state in which this went down is in California, as you mentioned, Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Something that caught my eye was something called the three strike state. So in other words, our non-friends, Eddie and Nick, had been busted not once,
Yeah.
not twice. Well, no, twice.
Twice.
So had they gone through with the trial with Dawn, because I think there was defamation or something where they would have been found guilty, I don't know what would have happened, but that would have been their third strike.
Yeah.
And I think then they would have served long, hard time.
I think so too.
But can we just talk about the fact that for as much as Eddie did serve time because he stole first $100,000 from his dog grooming business, which, by the way, what dog grooming business makes that much money?
We're in the wrong
business. I mean, for that to go missing and it takes years to notice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like not my kind of dog grooming. And then he also took $30,000. So like $130,000 from his employer, two separate occasions. But here he is sitting in this quite idyllic little farm.
That was my thought too.
Right?
So, yeah.
Well, like you do all this stuff, but then you get this prize farm in California.
I thought the same thing.
I don't even have that farm. I haven't broken the law.
No.
Where's my camel toe?
Oh,
wait. I'm sitting on it. But like that struck me as odd that after even two strikes.
Yeah, he's on a ranch.
Right.
With hanging plants. It did look very nice.
I'd like to go there.
Yeah.
And visit. And he seemed to be somewhat carefree. You wonder what he does for a living.
That's what I'm curious about. I didn't either.
Maybe he has family money.
Probably.
We could
probably a rich sugar daddy.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah, because he's so snappy.
He is.
Oh.
I mean, that's why I loved him for the first episode where he was I was curious why he had this kind of attitude about Dawn, but one could argue that when you have your, gay best friend, that they get to say those things about you and like can kind of talk shit about you, and it's fine because they're them, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the person that can do that. But then he was actually mean.
Then he was mean.
You know who's not mean though is Chris. The NFL guy.
Oh, yeah. He was kind of just set up. This is the dude that Dawn found to take out Eddie Gabriel.
Which
I guess he was like oblivious. Right?
He was an ex-NFL guy, maybe a little washed up, hanging out at Big Bear Saloon.
Yep.
Meets Dawn. They seem to be hitting it off, having fun in the bar, like you would, right?
Yep.
And perhaps they were more than friends.
We're all estheticians to the stars go.
Yeah. Big Bear.
Yeah.
Big Bear. And then
I
hook
do
up
Brad
with this.
Pitt's face. Let's go play pool.
Right. Darts as well.
Darts, yeah.
So Chris gets looped in. It sounds like they had a romantic relationship. He finds out about this by somebody calling him as a detective. And he's like, he thought it was a joke.
Yeah. Yes.
Like actually thought it was a joke. And then to see his face plastered on magazine covers and I don't know, websites.
Yeah.
Horrifying. And Dawn still hasn't apologized.
Detective Steve, I think. He went to everybody's house because even Gabriel was like, I woke up and Detective Steve was there. Okay. But it turns out Gabriel was not creating these flyers. He was not slashing Dawn's tires. He was not telling people to call and harass her. He legitimately was like, I just opened up my own
I'm
salon.
just trying to make it like everybody else.
Yeah, and I do waxing of men's assholes.
Yeah, right. Like honestly, why me? And he was so kind, and like he was oblivious, and for the documentary he showed up well. Like I didn't know this woman had anything, like she clearly didn't take even one step to be like, did you post these flyers about me?
Exactly.
Are you sending me these text messages?
You know what though? She didn't even go and say, hi, my name is.
Right.
She automatically hated him and thought he was competition. I mean, there is something a little fucked up about Don.
For sure. And for what she said about him, about being a double minority.
Yes,
and like
gay and Mexican.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Don.
Right. We don't like that.
No.
We don't like that. And we don't necessarily like her.
No.
We don't necessarily like Eddie.
No.
Nick wasn't featured. Is there anybody?
There was a blurred out dude.
Yeah, but her one friend who couldn't come on camera.
Yeah, who couldn't? That's silly.
It was.
But anyway, blurred.
So she served time. Eddie served time. So we've got a cast of characters that just kind of served time, ratted on each other, acted poorly. Yeah. Carrie was Eddie's neighbor, and she was treated like shit.
Yeah.
And I guess she didn't serve time.
No.
And Eddie's out.
Living
Dawn is
his
out.
Best life at a ranch. And
yeah.
So is Dawn. She's dumpster diving.
I mean, her background did look nice. But then episode 2, a light bulb went out. Did you notice that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it got dark on one side of the bookcase. I was like, huh, really? You couldn't have fixed that? And it was like, zzz.
Well, again, we got to wonder.
Right.
Who's putting them where?
Exactly.
Are these their spots, really?
Right. Or is that just a backdrop that you moved? To we'll never know. Although it seems Eddie's background was real, and we don't like him for that. He doesn't deserve that.
No.
Give us that camel toe.
Yeah.
Moon, anything else you'd add about this one?
I don't think so. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah. It was I would recommend it.
I would too.
But then I am glad for Gabriel like getting out of it and having the last laugh.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any justice to be served.
Exactly.
And I wish that Chris received his apology. Anything you'd put on a shirt?
No, I just feel like Dawn said she did say it was always good to dumpster dive behind a salon because you don't know what they'll throw out. And that's really good advice.
Should we try that?
I just feel like, in Maslow's hierarchy, you're probably not dumpster diving for hair care products or face stuff, but
no,
to each their own.
No. Yeah. I mean, I do admire people who go thrifting and who dumpster dive or find out when pickup day is and people put furniture out, and you can find it seems like the right thing to do.
I agree.
What is it? Upcycle?
Yes.
So she's upcycling.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, and then upcycle. Yes. Yeah. It's all good.
It is.
For Mother Nature.
It is. But I probably wouldn't have wanted, after all of that, I probably wouldn't have wanted to show that as like my ending statement.
No.
Like, watch me dumpster dive.
Yeah.
Although I am curious now.
Hey, you guys want to go on a trip?
Right. Exactly. Like, now that we're done, that light bulb blew out, but my car still works.
Yeah.
It may be keyed, but let's go here.
Is it Tuesday? Yeah. Oh my gosh. We got to get to the salon.
And this is when we know they take out their garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Yep. It is.
Well, definitely. I agree. Recommend it. The one thing that I might quote was Eddie. I hate to give it to him, but Dawn was apparently a beauty queen. Yep. And she modeled for Fredericks. And apparently she did some runway or modeling for Floridian beauty contests. And Eddie said, well, she's no Cindy, so she would just stomp down the runway and get herself a corn dog, collecting her winnings and ones.
Yep.
Like that. I mean, I was like, oh,
I know that's a catty little bitch.
yes.
But it is funny.
Oh, it is. It
Yep.
is. But okay, fine. We won't put it on a shirt, but it can be memorialized as something that we found entertaining.
Yes, we can do that. Check.
All right. Well, Moon, I guess that's the gist.
That's the gist of the Hollywood facial lady.
Yeah, and the Hitman.
And the Hitman.
Okay. All right. See you later, Moon.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. You may have picked up on a fact or two.
Or just convinced yourself you did.
Either way, that's the Gist Project. Never educational, but always entertaining.